doing? Oh, it started automatically. What's going on, guys? How you doing, Pappy? How you doing, Chris? How you doing, Justin Kyle? Yeah, I was actually certain I was going to win this tournament, and then once I saw how the tournament was going, I was certain I had no shot. So even getting third, I'm pretty jazzed up about that. Day 3. It's weird. It's almost in-game day 4 because of when I started playing, the time of day I started. I started around here 2 days ago. Stupid mic just turns itself off. It's crazy. How you doing, guys? What's up, AMK, Justa Kyle, Chris Baxter, Pappy, Mike? I was saying, yeah, at first, when I used to play Raid, I would always win these novice tournaments, you know? So I was like, I'm definitely going to win. And then once I saw how crazy my group was, you'll see in a second, I was like, I'm not even going to place. So to get third, I'm pretty happy. You guys can hear me now? I hope. I think. Yeah, the winner had like 6,000 or 7,000 points. You'll see. Yeah, 6,200 points. That's pretty nuts. Back in my day, you would win this thing with like 2,000, 3,000 points for sure. These guys went kind of ham. If I don't claim this, will it go to my mailbox, guys? Do you know? Yes? Okay, cool. But yeah, we did fine. We also finally, I have a video about it, but we finally got under the energy cap. And I actually reached normal 12.3. I ended up having to like not 3-star stuff at the end, but we reached, or we're normal something. I guess we can try to get there. Let's see. I haven't played around with it. But in just a second, we're going to bring on a special guest who's actually #1 of every content creator in Raid in the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge. It won't go to my mailbox? Really? Like someone to do my referral? Yeah, if you're willing to do it, Flow River, but you gotta 100% commit to doing it. For sure, yeah. You want to DM me and I'll give you the link? We're gonna bring on our guest in 1 second. Ah, Incubus, I know him well. This is Mr. Food. Okay, let's bring our guest on. Okay, music is handled. All right, guys, so I linked him in the description if you guys want to follow Bront. He's literally #1 of every content creator in this game right now for the free-to-play challenge. So I figure who better to help me than a real G. I think I can just pop him in. There you go. How you doing, Bront? Ooh, you're muted. Hold on. Oh, I got to put my headphones in. That's why. 1 moment. The pop won't hit the mailbox. Yeah, Flow River, just DM me on Discord. All right, 1 moment. Incubus, we got an Incubus. It's funny that this is our first Incubus and there's so many more to come. Can you say something, Bront? Okay. Now I just need to make it so they can hear you. I can hear you.
I like the fact that the Incubus currently looks like he's being censored right now because, Incubus and all that. But
Why does he look like he's being censored? What do you mean?
the big black bar in the middle,
Oh yeah,
you
that
know,
is
gotta keep
that's
this YouTube friendly, right?
yeah, his big old ween. Okay, there we go. How's that, guys? Are the levels good? You want to say something again, Bront?
I can say something again, Brond.
I think you're too loud. Give me one more.
I can be cheeky as well.
There we go. All right.
Awesome.
So thank you so much for joining me. Pretty last minute. It's a random idea I had. Here's your channel if anyone wants to check it out. You just passed 2,000 subscribers, which is incredible. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
You're the only creator I'm watching right now because you're kind of where I want to be in a month or whatever. But which is the video I watched? I watched this one. I don't know why it doesn't say I watched the whole thing. I watched that whole freaking thing, man. I love the
Yeah, I
intros.
don't. Their watching stuff is weird,
Yeah.
but
Well, the reason I say that is because you can ask anyone that knows me or in my chat. There's maybe one out of every 30 content creator videos I'll watch the whole thing, but I did watch this whole thing. It's pretty cool. So I want to show people. How do I find the challenge anyway? I don't even know.
I think I sent you a link in Discord. It might be easier to just directly go through that. But there's also if you throw on,
Here.
otherwise I'm trying to see where is the free to play stuff. Good question.
You think they'd make it? Oh, here, free to play 2025 is here. Let's see.
There you go. Yep, follow the free to play challenge. There you are. So you're not logged in, so it'll actually show you the leader. Well, it shows you the individual leaderboards right away for the content creator stuff. And I'm not necessarily top on every one of them, but I'm in the top 5 or 10 on a lot of the bigger ones.
You got number 8 for champ development. Number 9 here. There's one you were numero uno on, right?
Yeah, if you go to normal campaign progression, if you go to there's like 4 dots under campaign progression. I was the first person to clear Nightmare campaign 100%. So the third one down on the left, I think, or the fourth one down. There it is. There's 4 dots under there. Click on the 4th dot.
There's a lot of stuff here. Wow, you're the first one to 252, so that's huge. So that's kind of what I'm trying to get done right now, because that kind of is what the focus is. You got to get to Nightmare 12, right? And then you kind of buckle up and farm, or what do you think?
Brutal is where you want to get to. The only reason
brutal,
I went
sorry,
to Nightmare,
I forgot there's a 4th difficulty.
Yeah, it's Nightmare is the luxury one. Some people like to farm that because you get a lot more experience for it, but you stop getting mystery shards, which you certainly know early on. Mystery shards are the lifeblood of your account because that's where you get all your food from. So that's probably not a good one to farm immediately. And then 12-3 brutal is the farming spot. Any place on brutal past stage 8 is probably better to farm than farming hard. Otherwise, you're better off if you're just farming food, farm hard, or do a targeted farm.
Like you're looking for boots or something.
Yeah, like for boots, for speed boots, for example, certainly could be helpful. Or one of the things you want to be looking ahead is one of the early Marbiter missions is Fused Justiciar or Justicar, however you want to pronounce it. John Cena.
It's called Justiciar. That's probably wrong then. Because Justiciar.
John Cena. If you call him John Cena, everyone will know who you're talking about. If you haven't seen the champion.
I remember he's a Void guy. I remember him.
He's a Void fusion, part of the Relic Keeper fusion.
He does kind of look. I never thought about that. He does kind of look like him. So yeah, I got War Maiden to drop. These guys are all drops, I guess.
Yep. So you want a War Maiden, and honestly, you probably want 2 War Maidens because War Maiden's actually worth kind of holding on to early on, both for faction wars and occasionally she's just the right affinity for a decreased defense champion. Obviously, you've got Uugo, so better champion, but sometimes it's nice to have a force affinity option.
Actually, I wanted to check. So I was thinking we could do here. What's up, Chad McNames? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? What I figure we could do here is maybe I show you what I've done so far, and you tell me if I'm on the right track, and then kind of what I should be doing over the next 1 or 2 or 3 days. So I'm at a point here which bothers me. This always bothers me about Raid. because I was like, it doesn't need to work this way. And now that I play other games where it doesn't work this way, it makes me happy, but now even more frustrated coming back. Like when we are farming with Kale maxed out or Karada maxed out or Sung Wukong's about to be maxed out, there's no like overflow XP, right?
Mhm.
That really drives me nuts. Bronze a little too loud. Okay, I turn you down a touch. So, like, what should I be doing? Because now I feel like every time I'm using these guys, I'm not getting any double dip on clearance and XP. That's pissing me off. These guys are still at 4 stars. Obviously, I need to get
Mhm.
them to 5 and then eventually 6. But I need to start setting up my priorities. I haven't invested in anyone else. I was using him because I was thinking eventually I'll use Rocktooth as fodder. And before you say he's for the rosin fusion, I have an extra copy somewhere lying around. There you go. So I was figuring I'd use him for heal reduction, and then I'd end up using him as fodder. Those are the only heroes I've used full stop besides fodder. And
Yeah,
then in
and I mean
terms
the
of
rosin fusion's a weird one too, because the rosin is not as good as he used to be. I mean, he's a fun champion. He's definitely one of those champions I recommend a lot of people fuse. If you're struggling in Lizardman Faction Wars, he is probably the damage dealer you're missing out on. So from that end, he's really good. But he hasn't scaled very well in today's modern game, unfortunately. And a lot of it
okay,
has to do with the fact that he's got a he's got a 7-turn cooldown bookable to 6 on his AoE smack. And the rest of his stuff is single target damage, and it's useful, but
that's
he needs a lot
annoying.
of books investment. Yeah, it's an annoying cooldown level, and he needs a lot of books, which obviously are difficult early on. But he still hits fairly hard, and at least for damage for the boss, and honestly, he can be useful in clan boss as well, depending on what you're looking for. But it's just the
He
fusion is
fell off. He fell off.
he fell off.
Yeah.
Well, the other trick with him is that you can also use those epic fusions for fodder for
Yeah. Yeah.
various champion chases, and you can redo the rosin epic fusions repeatedly. So some people will basically save all the rosin food and eventually feed them into other champions. You cannot do that with Mikagi, on the other hand. However, her
These epics
fusions,
you
once
can't
you fuse
redo.
one of them, you cannot redo them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, I only mentioned the Rocktooth thing just to say that's the only other hero I've done or champion I've done anything with. When it
Mhm.
comes to other content, I've just followed the challenges. Some of it I've hit a wall. Some of it I stopped at where the challenge said. So we're like all roughly, I think, between 8 and 10 on the keeps. I'm sure the arcane keep I could go a little higher. But I've done no targeted farming, nothing. I've really kept it
Yeah.
lean. But I'm actually surprised how little stamina I have, to be honest. Uh, like there's no like this is it, right? My mailbox is it.
Pretty much, yeah. The
Yeah.
mailbox,
There's no
and
backpack or something.
Call the Arbiter stuff. There's
Yeah,
1,000 energy in the Call the
I
Arbiter
haven't touched
stuff, so
that. I've been saving that too.
that's good.
But yeah, and then I've got a couple things I think lying around here,
Mhm.
But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm at that point now, the preliminary game, the pre-early game, I think has ended.
yeah. Well, I mean, I think I told you that it would like be a day or two before you get yourself to underneath the energy limit, and you did.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
good.
it took me. I actually filmed a video about it. That video is going to come out this evening. But it took me like 9 or 10 hours of gameplay. I think it was like two days of playing. But yeah,
Mhm.
it was like 32 hours after I created my account. I timed it. Okay, so basically, what I want to ask is what are the next steps? People are going off about Kale in the chat. Everyone loves Kale. Um, I I like Kale. I think he's great, but I just kind of need to think a plan of attack. What do I push when? This, that, and the other. There are a couple things that are just like my gear just like isn't good. I've done no gear farming besides like the clear Dragon 7, and then I did it right. But so I kind
Yeah.
of have like this random starter gear that's really bad. Couple pieces like this randomly rolled really well. And then I have the lifesteal set on Kale, and then I'm slowly gonna get the Savage on Wukong today. A couple of them are okay. Like this one's kind of cool. This one's actually quite cool. This one was my luckiest that it rolled attack bonus
That's
main
very
stat,
nice.
so I maxed it.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we're just I'm mixing and matching. But yeah,
Mhm.
I've done no farming. I've just pushed the campaign. I actually did almost no campaign farming for like I think on campaign normal 10-3. I farmed there for maybe 10 or 15 runs like 2 days
Mhm.
ago on my first day. just to use a little stamina, and because I had hit a wall in terms of the levels on my guys. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. If we go to the missions, I need to do this, which I can totally do. I did like 600 yesterday, so I'm assuming I'll do at least 600 today. What do you think? I think if there's anything I need to show you, I can, or otherwise, do you feel like you have a
No.
lay of the land?
Yeah, no, I think I see where you're at, and you're at a point where a lot of people kind of get frustrated because the first grind to the first 6-star is definitely a major grind because it feels like, oh, if I get this other champion to 5 stars, then I've got a better team for farming this area. And really, you need to be laser focused on getting your first 6-star because the difference between a 5-star and a 6-star is absolutely huge. In fact, if you take a look at like where Kale's stats are now, just his base stats, and compare them to a 6-star, they almost double. And that's huge for just the ability to do damage. In the index, probably, yeah.
No, so, I
Dark
mean,
Elf.
so often I click things because
Yeah.
that's how it works in Watch of Realms, and that's how it works. So in Watch of Realms, you'd click here, and then you'd go to your gallery, but you have it on the
Hmm.
bottom here. Okay. Yeah, it is
Yeah, so
significantly
he'll
higher.
he'll get an extra 4K a 4K HP minimum, which of course everything's scaling off of. He gets almost an extra double his
50%, yeah.
attack. His attack goes to like 1400 or 1500.
Looked like it was
Um,
1200, but still a
Like
ton
1,200, but
more.
still, it's
Yeah.
50% more in every stat. So it wasn't 100%, but 50% more in every stat base. And then, of course, you've got all the other stuff there. That's really the way to go. The other thing you want to do for him is max his crit rate out to that 85% as soon as possible, and then book all of his skills down. Being a rare, it's really easy to book him down. 85% gives you a crit on that A2 AoE. And one of the things that A2 AoE is really good for that a lot of people underestimate with him is the turn meter boost that he gets for killing somebody. So what happens with Kale,
Yeah, I
he'll
don't know.
kill somebody on all wave
Do
one.
people underestimate? That's like the whole reason he's good. I feel like because you clear the first wave and then you're ready to go again. Or like
I
if you're.
forgot it existed, actually,
Oh, really?
is part of why I think I underestimated a little bit.
Yeah.
But that extra turn meter means that in wave clear in the dungeons, if he kills 3 champions, he might be
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
next person to go. In Spider, it makes him really good because it literally means he takes a turn, kills a bunch of spiderlings, then takes the next turn,
Yeah.
and then one more turn later, he's got his AoE back, which makes him super valuable in Spider compared to any of the other starters. So
My
that's a
whole thing,
huge, huge thing.
yeah. So Kale aside, like,
Yeah.
what's the next thing to do? Do I clear this with 4? I could definitely clear all of this with 4 heroes. Like if I use my
Yeah,
whole team.
I wouldn't focus on the clearing of the 4 heroes as much. It's nice to open it up, but if you can't farm, can you farm 12-3 with a single champion yet?
If I moved gear on, probably.
Okay. If you can farm 12-3 hard with a single champion, then you have the place where you're farming chickens. Just move in here and farm some chickens.
So
The
just
other
stay
thing I
here
would
until you
recommend,
have a 6-star.
sit there until you have a 6-star for the most part. The other thing that might not be a bad idea to do is go to, I think it's 8-4 would be where you're looking for. So stage 8 is where you get lifesteal gear from. Yeah, it's 8. And 4, move in
Crit
there
rate.
and get a crit rate glove that's ideally 4 stars for Kale. And that way you can get him back into 4-piece lifesteal gear, because right now I think he's in 3-piece. And
I'm
even if he's in 4-piece.
I'm certain he's in 4-piece. It's not good gear, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah,
Okay, he is in
because
4-piece.
he's
So
been healing
that's, yeah.
himself. So
But yeah, get that crit rate up because that crit rate's going to make that farm guaranteed. And 4 stars are fine for Kale because even if you only get him to 75% crit rate, he's at 90% crit rate, which means most of the time he'll crit on that AoE, which means
yeah,
most of the time he can clear a wave. And he's in lifesteal gear even when he's not critting. So most of the time that's great. But that and again, part of the reason that Kale is a great farmer and the reason I like making him your first 6-star is because he's a low investment champion. He doesn't have to have great gear. And if you can get him to where he's your farmer, and honestly, I think he's going to be a better early farmer than the Monkey King is going to be because of the cooldown problem with booking him. And the same with Corrado. Corrado's got the 4-turn AoE, and then the rest of his stuff is single target. Same with Monkey. Kale being AoE and then a 4-hitter at random could hit 4 people and kill 4 people possibly if he's hitting well with it, and then he gets his AoE back really quickly. Just so much easier for the early game stuff. Then it gets you a first 6-star. Then you make either Corrado or Monkey your next 6-star and invest in them more because they're obviously going to be harder to invest in. But by the time you can get Kale up to be able to farm Brutal Campaign, you can start farming for 5-star campaign gear, which is at least better than nothing. Plus, your dragon team might actually be past level 10, which means you can farm actual dragon gear past level 10, which means you're going to be getting 4, 5, and 6-star gear. I think you need to get 13 to get 6-star gear, but 10 gets you 4 and 5-star gear only, so no more 3-star gear.
Yeah, so is it you're not going to get Brutal 12-3 without a 6-star hero, you're saying?
No, not well. You might be able to get to it, but you're not
not
going to be able
farming it.
to single
Yeah.
champion farm it.
So
And
basically, you
that's the more
have
important
to suck it up and be a little less efficient and get 12-3 going.
Yeah. And that's why finding other directed farming is good too. Farming,
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm losing out on a little experience, but once I get these gloves, my farming will be easier, more reliable, and Kale can then hard
I'm
farm
actually
that. So
thinking that what maybe I should do is go because I have those lucky gloves.
Mhm.
Let me show you. I always forget which buttons to click because I want to hold down on the portraits. Anyone that plays Watch Realms, you can just hold down on a portrait and you go right to that here this page, you know.
Mhm.
But like this is like trash, but I could put these. Hold on, got to get
Yeah, and that's the
faster.
thing. If you've got really good crit rate gloves, then you don't need to go farming for
Yeah,
them.
I could put these. I know it's only 3-star, but this seems fine. I feel like, and then it's already
It's
built.
better than nothing, but you really want to get the 4-star once you roll them up will be plus 40%.
You want me
So
to
plus
16 a
40%.
4-star pair of gloves?
If again for a Kale, yes. For other champions, I wouldn't. I wouldn't 6-star those 3-star gloves because that's again 30, and then you can get better than 30 at 12 plus 12 on a 40%.
Well, I wasn't going to 6-star. I wasn't going to plus 16 any of it. So maybe that's a good question. It's like, I guess it's a different world because we have 4 million silver, which is crazy, right? Like I'm used
Yeah.
to when I start a new account, and I'm free to play. I take it real slow because I have no freaking silver, right? So I'm pretty selective. I know people think I haven't been selective, but all the stuff I've been leveling that people have been yelling at me about are like 1 and 2-star pieces to plus 8 or
Mhm.
plus 12, which to me it's like what's 30K, you know? It's not that many
Yeah.
pieces I've done it with.
For some of the missions, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and just because why not? And then you just destroy it, you know? But like this one I brought because I'm like, it rolled the speed. I'm like, this will live on the account for a hot minute, no question. A great
Yeah.
set too.
It's going
That's
to be
it.
rough to use, but it's better than nothing for getting somebody in Savage. And if you can actually get Monkey in 4-piece Savage, that's going to be huge. Or Corrado in 4-piece Savage, that'll be huge for early game, even if it's not
So
100% crit
So
rate.
how does it go for decision making with like actually investing in some of this early game gear? Because so much of it is so bad.
Yeah, it really is a case of I don't mind plus 16ing 4-star gear if the 4-star gear has at least it's either if it's got multiple substats that are good. So like say I pulled an epic piece that has speed and accuracy. Well, that's not the worst thing to plus 16. If it's also in the right set,
Sure.
that can be amazing.
Sure, but if we're talking about farming in campaign, it's almost certainly just going to be a normal piece of gear, right? So not an
Yeah,
epic piece.
but that's
So
why I specifically mentioned a crit rate glove.
yeah,
Crit rate
just
glove
that's
is
like a
a
one.
very
Yeah,
specific one. You're looking for a very specific set, aka lifesteal,
yeah.
and we're talking about that glove goes on Kale, and it may live on him until you can replace it with something better after you've built 3 other champions.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just get straight to it. What should I do? If I'm gonna stream for 2 hours right now, what is the move? Move some of this gear around and juice Kale up. You're really of the opinion it's got to be Kale as the first 6-star.
I just think that from a saving your time perspective, you're talking about taking the next 2 hours to farm. If Kale can farm 20 seconds faster per run, and you're going to make the next 200 runs of campaign for this stream, well, If those 200 runs actually get you to a reasonable spot to deal with Kale, that's great. You're also at 470 gems. Grab the rest of any gems you can grab, including possibly with the Call of the Arbiter stuff. See if you can get to 800 so you can buy masteries on Kale. That will also
You think
speed
that's
life up.
definitely the move? Because my concern is like, what if we like pulled the right I mean, I guess it's a big conditional, but like you pull a hero and then you outgrow him and then you regret it.
Well, you're going to outgrow Kale. There's no
H-Dub
ifs,
says
ands,
the
or buts
move.
about it. But if you building him for now, because basically until you get Alice, he's absolutely your best campaign farmer. The moment you pull Alice, Alice will become your best campaign farmer once you build her into that 6-star champion. And that a lot of that is
So you're
because
saying
again, for
I'm not building Alice to be 6 stars without doing Kale, basically, or it's going to be a lot
yeah,
harder if we end up going with Corrado or Wukong or something.
you're basically going to be wandering around waiting for the next champion to do something interesting if you go with anybody other than Kale. And the reason is that on top of that, Kale and lifesteal gear is going to be critical for you for the Doom Tower. The Doom Tower, the hardest floor in Doom Tower for this rotation is the Nether Spider. The Nether Spider has these 4 spiderlings that have counterattack on them, and they basically hit with irresistible poisons. And yeah, you're not there yet, so you're not going to be there for a little while. But this
Should I even
rotation
be
goes
thinking
on.
about this? How long does the rotation last? A month or what?
The rotation lasts a month, and I
So
think
I'm gonna be clearing this in 23 days.
well, that's the other thing. If you focus on campaign, campaign is the easiest way to level your account up. Leveling your
Yeah.
account up gives you additional gems, which gets you closer to getting the masteries, and of course gives you additional energy for any refills that you may start to use. And since you're getting a few daily refills, getting that extra energy is huge.
H-Dub says Doom Tower's resetting next week.
Is it next week? Okay. You'll still make hey HDub. You'll make 40 if you're hard grinding campaign before next week.
Okay. This is our plan. Move some gear around, get Kale cooking. I can fully ascend him. Should I do that now?
Um, yeah, I mean, you can wait on that in case there's a quest for it, unless you've got an amulet for him. If you got an amulet for him, then yeah, by all
I
means,
don't have
ascend
an
him and throw
amulet.
that
No,
amulet.
I don't. But I figured
Okay.
you don't get stats.
You get some stats, but nothing super amazing.
Okay.
But what you'd hate to do is ascend Kale and then find out, oh man, if I waited like 10 minutes, I could have
Yeah.
ascended him for
That's
this
actually,
mission,
I got locked out for like a day on my Arbiter missions because it was like make a 4-star, a 3-star, a 4-star, and I had just done it with Kale, so I just used all my stuff.
Yep. And I've done that a couple times too. But at the same time, Kale does have the ascension bonuses for the apprentice pass. So if there's apprentice pass missions that get you interesting stuff that unlock stuff too, that's another reason to think about doing that. It's passes, I think.
I- We've done a lot of
So
them. Let's see. Ascend to level
yep,
6, ascend to level
ascend to level
5.
5,
So I can already do that.
and then the daily. If you look at what that actually gets you, you can see the rewards for that stuff.
Well, what I was thinking is, I feel like, am I crazy to think if we put all our best gear, including, right? Because I don't even have the lifesteal chest, so we can keep this. It's like
Hmm.
whatever. I guess we have to keep this. And then we get we get the lifesteal gloves. We take that
Yeah,
60 or whatever, or the 60% attack chest from Wukong. Then we just need something on the boots, maybe even just attack bonus. Then could we maybe already be farming Brutal 8-4 or
speed.
no?
Your Kale is ridiculously slow.
Yeah.
Speed
All my
boots,
stuff are
speed boots.
ridiculous. So I have like 3 pieces. I haven't farmed anything. You want to see all the speed boots on my entire account?
Oh, I know it
Yeah.
sucks. It
Yeah.
is really rough early, but you've those 4-star the
So
4-star
then
speed
maybe
boots.
this is what we do. So tell me if I'm crazy. I 4-star hero clear hard 12 now. If I have
Mhm.
boom boom boom, the chest and this, and then we'll keep it just like this and just switch the chest maybe. I don't know, but can that maybe carry us if we ascend him and he's strong enough to 8-4, and then we can get the boots and the chest and the gloves there. Those can be lifesteal. What do
Yeah,
you think?
I mean, if you can get to 8-4 nightmare or not nightmare brutal and farm there, that's solid. That's an option.
I
The
feel like
reason
that
you
would
want
make for better content because people won't just watch me click 12-3 over and over. and I feel like maybe we could do it because I didn't get stuck until chapter 10, I think, on hard. Like I like the very end of chapter 9, I wasn't able to 3-star, but maybe if I tried, I could. I was just clicking, and it wasn't until 10 because I remember it was so hard to beat Mortal Macabre on 12-7. I think maybe you were even in the stream yesterday. I can't remember if you were there for that point. And then I got to hard and it was just whoosh,
Well, you've
So
got all that stuff to collect down there, and none of that stuff is stuff that just expires because that's none of that is energy. So pretty much collect that stuff that's sitting down there
well,
because silver
I
is
thought the
silver.
XP 3-day XP.
Take a look, and if you go back there, you've already got a week of that.
Yeah.
On my free to play, I still have 5 weeks remaining on that, and I've been playing for
Okay.
a month.
So claim it.
So it accumulates pretty quickly early on. So while yes, it's kind of nice to save all those gems.
Maybe that was a
Yeah.
Kale thing. Should we check?
So you're at 795 gems right now. So you're literally 5 gems short of being able to buy masteries on them.
Okay. I'm gonna start a pull on. 6-star Kale first. Yes. No. I'm making a poll, guys. Please vote. We'll go with the poll. If we should 6-star Kale first. I'll tell you guys, a lot of people acting like I don't know how to play this game. Yeah, it's been a while, but I did a free play series. I 6-starred Kale first. I know how it works. I'm just saying I know a lot of stuff has changed, and I'm getting Alice in freaking whatever, two and a half days, right? Like or no. It's about to be, what is it? In 4 hours it will be gamed. Even though this is not even 3 full days for me, in 4 hours it will already be day 4 for me, right? And in like 2.5 days because of when I started. So I'm going to be getting Alice in like 3 days and 4 hours, right? So that's just what I've had in the back of my head. But I hear it, right? Like Kale is MVP, and even already in the clan boss, you see it. Like I can't deal any damage outside of poison, basically. He has his poison, and then Wukong or Corrado hit for like 10 or 20k.
Here's one other thing to do too. Go into the dungeons, and let's just do this to give folks something interesting while we're talking here. Go to the event dungeon. Okay, you're actually able to farm stage 5 pretty safely.
Yeah, I haven't tried 6. Should we try it? This is what chat told me
Try
to
6.
do because I got pretty lucky. Oh my god,
6,
dude!
6
I want to I should have put it in my contract that I got to sit down with someone on the dev team. Like, do it. Just make me hold down and bring me to her page. This is so weird. It's so weird. It's like it might not feel weird to you raid players because you don't have it another way, but it feels so like to me it feels so intuitive now. And then it's like 3 extra clicks, and now I got to go looking for Uugo. There she is. I got this, this set's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, that set is absolutely crazy. And if you can, I think stage
And look, the
5 is when you
gear's not
stop
even that
getting
bad. I mean, I know it's
star.
2 stars, but HP with HP, and then
Well,
HP with the
what's
accuracy.
crazy about it is those bonuses for that
Yeah,
set,
that's why I
and
did
that's
it. But
why I've got some 3-star gear from that set on my Kale. What's helpful with that dungeon is you've got a 25% chance of getting accessories. So, and if you can get some pinpoint accessories, that's free speed.
cool. Oh, good idea. I didn't even think. I forgot that these 9-piece sets exist in artifacts and accessories. That's kind of pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
Um,
The other thing that's weird about those is those count as individual sets, even if they're not normal sets. So I've had a couple pieces where I had a single piece that I brought up to plus 16 because it was actually a good 4-star piece of gear.
yeah, sure, yeah.
And it turns out that actually solved some missions for me as the put 3 sets that are fully ascended
Oh
on
yeah.
somebody or
Oh,
whatever.
that's a good idea. That's I didn't think about that. That's funny. Yeah, it's amazing that you throw one piece on and it's like you get everything and then they just give you 20 accuracy. Like the game's changed a lot in that aspect. So that's kind of why I've been hesitant to do it the way I would have done it literally 4 years. There was literally February 2021 when I started my original free to play series, right? So, a lot's changed, but it seems like a lot hasn't. So let's actually take a little peek. Where was that amulet? It's Night Rev. Well, yeah, I'm hopefully going to get Rector Drath at some point today.
Yeah, not crit damage, right, unfortunately,
No,
but
maybe we go like this. Do you
yeah.
if you do a dungeon, and I know this is going to sound like a stupid question, but this is just not how other games I've played recently work. I know you lose your energy if you fail, right?
Yeah.
Do you lose all of it or do you lose a fraction of it?
You lose all of it,
Wow.
and it can be frustrating. But, yeah, I mean, you're safe. The moment with this team that you've got right here, the moment you can bring down all of the ads, you're fine. And you're just doing plenty of damage now. And to be fair, I don't think you probably haven't tried this recently. Push this as far as you can. I mean, I'd keep that just because it's got speed on it, but honestly, it's a 4-star piece. Anything that's 4-star above, you're keeping right now
Should I
because
just
you're trying to
sell
not you're trying
everything
to get
that's
past.
3-star and below?
Yeah, that's kind of where you want to get to, other than pinpoint, because pinpoint is so good, and accessories, because accessories are so hard to get very early on.
Okay.
I mean, I had a 2-star ring on my monkey for a long, long
Just
time
because
on
it
my
because it
free-to-play
was
account.
a Skinwalker ring.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the Skinwalker ring I had. So, congratulations, its stats. I think I even rolled it to +8 because it was an attack ring. But it's like, I'm not investing anything more than +8 into this crap gear.
It's gonna be tight.
Yeah, I think stage 7 is probably where you're going to probably stop, and that's fine because stage 7 gives you an opportunity, I think, to get 5-star gear. You can certainly try the stage
Yeah, it
12 or
does.
stage
Yeah,
8.
that is a milestone, right? So instead of 3 to 4, and how? So you got to get to
Yeah,
stage. So I really want to get to stage 10, and then maybe I actually push this.
but
Um,
if you're desperate for a dungeon to run,
I don't. Am
Dragon
I?
right now is
Am I
doing
desperate?
Spider. I don't think so, but at the same time, accessories early on are problematic. So you could certainly try to get a little lucky in that dungeon, and it's certainly something else to do when you're not farming. The advantage of putting Kale to 6-star is that Kale being able to absolutely smack will get you so much more just places you can be. Obviously, you're already going to have Corrado who can do some smackage, and you've got Monkey who can do some smackage as well. But Kale smacking means you can suddenly start farming 12 whatever. And we need to figure out how to get 5 more gems because seriously, buy Kale's masteries and 6-star him. And that's really what you want to do.
We
It's
gotta
certainly what
actually
the
end the
goal do.
poll. It's been up for 5 minutes, so we can end it. Let's see.
Looks like people want Kale.
Yeah, let's see. 87% kill. All right, say no more. So that I think I like in these games to be of like a single track mind. I know eventually you reach a point where you might be juggling a couple tournaments and events and this, that, and
Mhm.
the other, and a fusion. I'm not at that point, right? Like I feel like it's mission 6-star kill now. Now that we voted and we decide, I feel like that's just what we should do. So, am I of the right mind that? And does everyone agree? We don't have to take a poll. Can you just let us know in chat? Does everyone agree we should spend these diamonds? Excuse me, these gems. Critical tell us says yes. Should I pull my
Oh, yeah, and
voids?
I see somebody else mentioning you've got 2 voids. Pull them
Yeah.
on the 2x. Yeet them now. There's no reason to save
Well,
them.
is it not live the whole weekend? Is it only live today?
It is live. It is live the whole weekend. But this is the one thing, especially before you start investing in Kale. You're talking about the weird opportunity that you might
Oh
pull somebody
yeah.
that would be better than Kale. You know,
What's his name?
very unlikely.
Eurogrim or whatever, or something.
Eurogrim would be great, although he's not good. Again, you're probably still going to start. You're probably still going to build Kale pretty much no matter what. There's very few, even Void legendaries that you would pull that would say, "I'm not going to build Kale next," just because you'll build him for campaign farmer, and then you'll build that legendary second is still kind of what you do.
I just realized no one. I don't know if anyone in chat said anything. Our Zoom is a disaster. I was filming on the test server for Watch Over Realms, and I always have to crop in an interesting way for that. Give me one moment. Okay, so are we gonna should we YOLO this?
Absolutely. I mean,
These are my
this is
first
the event the
summons.
yellow one.
These are my first summons ever. What I was thinking is we got these. Oh, I got to actually. Someone just. I think he DM'd me. Someone offered to do the third account.
Nice.
Shout out to Flow River. These guys are crazy, by the way. I think Doctor Who just passed me, if I'm not mistaken. He's already on level 27.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah, love the guy. But yeah, you can see we're getting this going. So I was thinking we'd get 3 more, and at least I'd have 5, and I could do it. Wait until these accounts farmed that. That was my thinking. But you think just yeet it?
Yeah, just eat him now because they'll either give you food because some of the void rares are still bad, or they might give you somebody kind of
It's
interesting
guaranteed.
to.
It's guaranteed blue or higher. Okay, it is.
Yep.
So what is our what are let's do you guys know I love doing a little math. So there's an 84% chance we don't that we hit a rare, right? It said, oh no, I think I miscalculated that. Excuse me, because there's also a chance that we can hit a legendary, which I'm sure we're gonna get. If I'll tell you, I will lose my. I played for 2 years on my free to play account and never pulled a void legendary. So if we get one now, I will lose my goddamn mind. So 83% it looks like. So 0.83 times 0.83. So we're looking at there's about a 69% chance that we're gonna hit 2 rares. But hey, you're telling me there's a chance, right?
Yes, there is.
All right, shall we do it? Give me some R's in the chat, guys. We'll yeet these so we can do it. Yeah,
For those that know
actually,
my channel, I've got Pepsi here too, so we are guaranteed luck, and unfortunately not a sponsor, but I'm
one
working on
day,
that.
one day. Is that your favorite drink, Pepsi?
Well, it is, but it's also one of these things. I was on stream pulling shards, and at the time, Brogni was my most wanted champion, and I literally took a sip of Pepsi and pulled Brogni live on stream and
Oh,
almost
wow.
choked.
Well, hey, I'll tell you. So I said I've never pulled a void legendary, and technically that is a lie. So why am I lying? Technically, I didn't. I stopped playing Raid. I moved on to new games, and Raid paid for a sponsored stream. I think last January, where it was like an hour-long stream, and it was with me and Big Papa Drath. And I had like, I think I had 1 or 2 voids, and he's like, just rip it, just rip it. Like, you guys, if you ever seen his videos, he was like, just do it,
Yeah.
you know, really. And I did it, and my first one I hit. And I hit. I can find a picture of her. He said she was good. I have no idea. She was completely new to me. We hit.
Shuzhen, I think I heard you talking about this before, and I think it was Shuzhen.
I got her.
Yeah, she is absolutely nuts. She has a newer mechanic called instant turn. So she literally takes a turn and then buffs somebody and activates them so they take the next turn.
So
It's on raid 2, I think.
technically, I have pulled one, but it was after whatever 2 years off from the game, and after a man I didn't know came onto my stream and started screaming at me. So that was the only case. So shall we do
That
it?
sounds like rock.
All right, let's cue this up. Okay, here we go. My first ever, really my first pulls. I've only pulled mystery shards. I have not touched these ancients, and obviously I have not touched these voids. It is void 2x. You're here with me, Bront, and you're saying grip it and maybe rip it.
Pull.
Okay.
Pull.
We have a 69. Can we see that Pepsi, the good luck Pepsi?
Not a sponsor, but
combine
Pepsi,
that. It could be Pepsi. Hit them up, Pepsi Cola. We got 2, which if you do 83% times 83% gives us, rounding up to the nearest integer, a 69% chance that we are going to get a rare, but also 31% chance it's not going to be that. So let's go. I don't remember if there's any indicators in this game. Whoa!
There you go.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know if that's a good pull, but
we'll take it though, man. Come on. I actually think if I remember in my free to play challenge, it took me many summons to ever get an epic. And I will also tell you, you want to do something crazy. Someone mentioned Cold Heart in the chat. It took me, between my 2 free to play accounts I ran concurrently, it took me nearly 2 years of days played between those accounts to pull a Cold Heart. He's not bad.
Void Legendary would actually find a helmet that fits. I mean, really.
So what's his deal? He's an epic. He's defense based, so his damage scales upon his defense. Correct.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tank and a provoker. So if I recall correctly, he's got an AoE provoke, which honestly, it's not a huge chance of landing, but you know what? An AoE provoke means you actually have a provoker for a possible Hydra team at some point in time.
Okay.
You know, maybe he'll never go past 5 stars for you, but he'll be actually very helpful early on. I think he gets strengthen on that. Yeah, he's got strength and continuous heal on all allies. That's actually pretty nice.
He seems not. And then, like just gut check reading these skills. It's been a minute. These all read fine. He's not a bad hero. It seems.
No, it's one of these things. It's like he's a bottom tier void epic,
which makes him like a mid tier epic.
Yeah, so he's a mid-tier epic. So he's one of these things that like you're probably not going to invest more than 5 stars into him, most likely. But that passive is kind of interesting if I recall properly.
It also seems like if you're willing to grind it out, he's got a lot of faction wars capability with this kind of like buffing. You know, you just want to with the faction wars, you just want to get it done. So with the provokes, the buffing, he takes less damage from people under provoke. Seems like you kind of really want the books, because if this was on 3 turn, then we've got something pretty special. Yeah, okay.
It's still at 75% though, which is unfortunate for you know.
Yeah, but more than we could have bargained for, I think, from 2, and we still have 1 more. So
Yes, you
shall
do.
we?
Go for it.
Uh-oh, that's anticlimactic. Should I buy the spots?
Yeah, I like having like 70 or 80. It's just
Okay.
kind of nice to have the room.
Don't be blue. Okay. We were due. Hey, well, do I have to fuse him still or no?
You do still have to fuse him, unfortunately.
Great.
So
All right.
he is food, unfortunately. But you know, it's and to be fair, it's nice to actually have a rare in every faction because there is a faction wars quest in the advanced quests that will say use a rare in faction wars.
Okay.
So having a rare in faction wars is helpful. However, you ideally actually want a rare that can at least, at the very least, do the first floor, which means you probably want a rare that can do an AoE attack of some kind, and he doesn't
If I
have an AoE
remember
attack.
right, he like is actually like he's like Harrier tier, right?
Yeah, well, Harrier can smack, believe it or not.
Really? Did they buff him or people discover something
No,
fun?
he's got a skill that lets him ignore defense.
Okay.
So if you have some pretty nuts end game gear, you can actually hit for millions of damage on some of the top stuff in the game with
Okay.
Harrier.
Today I learned. Well, there we
So,
go. We got a Void Epic. It took all of one Void Shard, the best we could have hoped for. So why not, right?
yeah, and it's an Ogren, which you've already got an Uugo as well. So actually that helps you get possibly 3 champions to start getting like 2 stars on some of the floors. Or just keep Uugo alive, having somebody else that can take a couple of smacks before she dies, get you an extra floor or 2 up, which can be helpful as well. So
Okay. Amazing.
yeah.
Amazing. I mean,
But yeah, other than
I
that,
actually, if I remember correctly, it took me many weeks to ever get an epic from Void. So getting on the first one, maybe it's a good omen for the account, huh? It can't be a bad omen.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like that could have been like Godseeker and Eerie, right?
I actually did that on a sponsor account at some point in time. I got a Godseeker on one of my first 2 Void shards on that account, and it was, you know, it was a throwaway account, so I don't, you know, have it anymore. But it was just kind of like, wow, this is making a difference in all kinds of content if I was actually caring about this account. But
People are saying him, Bellower, and Uugo will be good for faction trials. Yeah, but the Bellower code doesn't work. Well, I'll try it. I'm going to try it every day. But if anyone doesn't know and
yeah,
hasn't tracked,
it's hit or miss. It's one of these things where they sent some people an email on it, and some people get 1 week gift is the other one that some people get instead, and that gives you a bunch of 6-piece Slayer, which
okay,
is
should I do that? Should I try that?
you can
What's
try
it?
that one next too if you want, but the Slayer one's okay, other than the fact that, you know, Player's a 9-piece set and it's like 6-star rare, so it might be okay, but it's, you know, it's also kind of expensive to roll up early on too, so
Okay.
always fun there. But
So
yeah, focus on
are you saying
Kale.
like someday I might just try the Bellower thing and it just works? Like, is that a thing that happens or?
Some people worked a couple days later. Some people didn't.
I
So
bet some people tried it, failed, tried again, it worked.
yeah,
Okay.
I've never gotten it to work on my account though.
I also want to
So or
say
on my
we're up to 90 viewers. And if you guys don't know, the past 2 days on this channel, the first day we were kind of hindered because I streamed on both channels. But yesterday was just on this channel. We got to 96 the first day and 97 yesterday. If we could touch that triple digi, maybe tell your friends that we're having a stinky little time over here. All right, so should I start moving gear? Is that what I should do? Or
either move gear or move in with somebody that can farm and see if you can get a better glove. And here's the thing too, since it doesn't have to be
so you
lifesteal
don't
gear,
believe in
obviously
my 8-4 thing?
well, you can, they said you can do the 8-4 farming.
No, but my
You can try
brutal,
that too.
getting to brutal.
The other thing to do though is like, say you have a spirit host, for example.
I don't.
Okay. Well, Spirit Host is actually, I think, farmable in stage 3, I think.
I think it's stage 4.
Stage 4. Yeah.
I think I could totally be wrong, but it'd be pretty cool if I was right about something.
There you go.
Let's go.
Stage 4.
So you heard it here, guys.
certainly
Unsubscribe to Bront. And then,
yeah, there you go. We got the expert right over there. But you could certainly farm for a Spirit Host while trying to farm crit rate gloves, especially if you can get to that. And then you're farming at least Nightmare Campaign, which means you're doing some amount of that. And Spirit Host is really good for the Nether Spider. She's also useful in
I feel like I
Fusion.
pitched an idea, and I feel like you keep finding polite ways to say you're not agreeing. So you don't think that if we get We have these 3 pieces of lifesteal, then we snag like lifesteal gloves. We have already built, like, yeah, it's gonna cost $10 million. Literally, that's this game. This is insane.
Mhm.
Okay, whatever.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
That's insane. But I move this to Kale, and then I get any speed boots. It could be broken set or whatever, or we can farm it from brutal 6/6, right? I guess it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Actually, it doesn't matter where we farm it. But we farm the best 6/6 we can do, I guess, and we get some broken set speed boots, or maybe we do brutal 6/6 and they move to someone else after. You don't think we got a little plan there? You don't think that would work?
That's not a bad option. You can
Because I
certainly do
feel like
that.
I want to get to brutal. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, that's certainly not a bad option for you to do that. Then again, that's obviously certainly be more viewer friendly. See if you can figure out how to get 5 more gems. And you might have to go into the Call the Arbiter stuff for that. But if you can,
Do
get
some
5
of
more
these
gems.
give gems?
I don't think so.
You would have to tell
You're
me.
talking about either daily quests will do it or checking Call the Arbiter. I think there's one in Call of the Arbiter that gives you 100 gems.
If I take this, I'll get 10.
There you go.
We're over the energy gap. Okay, so stay with me for a second. This is what I think we should do. Let me pitch it to you. Go in here, just 2-star all of this. Get under the stamina cap, run out, claim that stamina, claim that energy, and then you buy Kale's Masteries.
Yep.
Okay, and you sent me that tree, and I should copy. That's what you're using?
That's what I'm using, yeah.
Well, then say no more, sir. I actually do still think you're the expert, even though you really blew it on that Spirit Host thing.
Oh, yeah. Gotta make a mistake here or there to let people think
maybe
you're
you did it on purpose so people know that you're human.
Throw you guys off. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Is Lord Shazar still good? I had him back in the day on my first ever account, and I liked him. And then I never got him on my free to play.
But he shows up in Arena a lot because bombs got a huge buff because bombs are really useful against Stone Skin, which is kind of in the Arena meta now.
So he got better, kind of?
Kind of, yeah. But we got a stealth nerf because basically the stuff he does, aka bombs, are useful in Arena.
How's that a nerf?
So.
Wait, you said a stealth nerf?
Stealth buff.
Oh, okay, buff. Yeah. Okay, interesting. So is Stone Skin? That was like it was already a thing, but I mean it was still newish. Is it still like the biggest deal?
Yeah, I mean, in just from a scale perspective, which will probably blow your mind for given when you left the game. Here's the thing. How fast was a fast champion?
I actually already know this because I watched another full video I watched last night while I was like editing my video on the side. It was an interview on Big Papa Drock's channel with Ash about, because I thought it'd be a nice way to learn about the game. It was like the biggest W's and L's of the year. And they started talking about speed. So I actually do know that he was saying like someone had like 480 speed, which yes, that is mind blowing. That is correct.
Now,
yeah, I think the very best guys would be in the 300s, maybe low mid 300s, something like that, like 330 or something. But yeah, hearing that people are like normal players are over 400 is mind blowing.
Oh yeah, like my Siffy is like 420-ish.
Yeah,
which is a
and you're number, you're not some Kraken.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, that's like to me that's unthinkable.
But what's ridiculous is what you have in the high end arena is you have nukers who have the nukers, so people built with tons of crit damage, all the other fun stuff, in a 4-piece savage or lethal or possibly merciless.
So
which
built
is
as a DPS and then just picking up speed along the way.
Yeah, but they actually were still over 300 speed and also in Stone Skin.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's my So how is that? Do you have some system to like recast the Stone Skin, or people farm that much they get that lucky, or how does something like that even work?
Well, you've got something called Chaos Ore, so you can re-roll gear.
I think that existed. I'm not gonna beat this. Maybe if we can kill these ads. I should have focused the ads. That was a mistake. Oh, we landed it. Okay, come on. I think we got this. Should I kill for her? I think I should.
Yeah, this is where speed helps, because right now you are so slow that you're not lapping him. If you were faster, you would be getting a 2-for-1 attack on him.
No, I mean, there's like a past version of myself that like people also told me they were screaming at me by some of my gear decisions, but I was just trying not to like overdo anything, and like because I don't know enough to overthink it, so I didn't even want to try. But yeah, no, like I'm sure I said speed is king 5 times a video for like almost a year of my life, Okay,
I
but we
mean,
beat it.
my Kale's never been in lifesteal gear on my account. My
Okay,
lifesteal gear was so bad, I never got him in lifesteal gear, and I got better other gear.
and you just got him
So I put it
fast.
actually originally I put it on the Monkey King to have him a campaign farm for me, but it wasn't great. And then I put Kale with high accuracy stuff, and it went okay. To be fair, you might actually be able to two-man this because actually this early level of brutal is often easier than the other
I
stuff.
think I
So you
will
can
be.
probably
What
try.
I was gonna say is it's just such a bummer that they're all at level 50. Like that
Mhm.
really grinds my gears, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's where like you take Tagoar and Uugo and level them up to 40 at the same time while you're doing it. If you can, you know, if you can't two-star it, those are the other two you take.
No, that is true, and
Right.
I gotta say, not to like, I don't, not to like be also plugging my links all the time in the stream, but like, yeah, if you just want to beat stuff, the Uugo Tagoar combination is pretty nuts. I miss
Yeah,
a
and it's
lot
and
in
to
the
be fair, it's
chat.
not a waste of energy because you only ever have to three-star something once, which means anytime you ever have to go back to this stuff for any strange reason, you never have to do the three-star worry about again. So you're always from now on, you'll be able to then farm for food with it. So
Okay, wait, can you repeat that?
you'll you only ever have to three-star something once. So
Oh yeah,
it feels
yeah,
like
no,
you're wasting
yeah,
a lot of energy, but you're done with it once now. So
yeah, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You only have, even if you don't end up 3-starring, you only have to go back and deal with it the singular time.
and in fact, you're going to get gem. Now that I thought about it, you're going to get some gems fairly early on from getting some three-stars with this stuff too.
Oh really?
So
Okay. Okay, so for anyone just joining, we're at 97, so we just tied our all-time high on this channel. What do you think, Bron? Are we going to get into the triple digits today? Are we going to dip our toes in the
we better.
warm waters of the 3 digits? This is 4-star. It's pretty. So actually, really quick, do I just? Are we just done? Are we just done? Like, do I just do this? Do I just sell all of this?
Well, definitely the 1 and 2 stars, absolutely.
Uh,
The 3 stars, the reason I wouldn't do all the 3 stars
the
is some
sets.
of the 3 stars that have decent substats will go on Faction Wars Champions for a little while,
Okay. But like
you
any of
know.
this random common 3-star stuff from bad sets,
Yeah,
this is all. This
that
is what.
that's yeah, if it's common or uncommon 3 star, it's probably trash. But like those 2 immortal pieces, for example,
Yeah, there's
depending
a
on what they
world.
rolled,
There's a world. Yeah, or if
obviously
something is three
Relentless
star
is
but has half decent stats, and then you have another good piece to pair it with, right?
mhm.
Yeah, I guess
And not
makes
only
some
that, but
sense.
like Relentless, obviously you've got those gloves you've got on somebody stupid, but Relentless is such a difficult set to have that if you can get Relentless on somebody and have to sacrifice one three-piece, you know, you'll do
That's
it.
still a thing. Oh, that's HP, so that's something. Is that still a thing that you can only get relentless from winning tournaments?
Or buying.
Or you can just buy it in the shop?
You can just buy it in the shop sometimes.
Yeah, well, that won't be an option for me. So so then is it still a thing that you really want to try to push tournaments at the beginning of your account when you have a shot to win them still?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what I
it's
used to do.
you always want to be good at targeting where you can push a mission or push anything really. So like, champion training tournament, you might as well try to max out a champion training tournament because that's kind of all you're doing anyway early on.
I've got a question. Is there only ever one tournament at once? Is that a thing?
Nope. The problem is it takes you between 48 and 72 hours after you finish that tournament for that to drop off. And once that drops off, all the tournaments show up for you.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, because I remembered it not being like this. Also, I don't see a countdown here. So how do I know how long I have to claim this thing?
If you don't claim that, that'll go into your inbox.
I asked the
So that's
chat
actually
that
a
and they
safe
said
way to do
no.
it.
I asked chat and they said no.
Yeah, if you anything that is in tournament rewards or event rewards that you don't claim will go into your inbox for I think 6 days.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I remembered it. But yeah, chat was saying no. But I remember it the way you just described.
I think a lot of people don't know that is part of the problem, and they don't. There's no indication that that's how it works,
Okay.
and a lot of people think they lose it.
Yeah, people, if you
So
want to go, if anyone is enjoying my raid stuff and wants to enjoy it back when I knew what I was doing with my series, it used to blow people's mind how many pots I had in my mailbox because I just wouldn't use them unless I really wanted to use them. So
Mhm.
eventually I did. Eventually I reached a point where I was like in the late game or whatever, deeper into the game. And I said, but at one point towards the first couple months, it went back like 80 days or something, and they just sat there. Because I just don't want to farm if it's not going to be good. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's usable early. Yeah. And to be fair, that's often what I'll throw faction wars champions in is, hey, I've got a 4-star percentage stat, chest and gloves,
How high
HP,
do you
defense,
how
doesn't
high do you
matter.
how high do you level something like that? 8 or 12 or
4-star, just a flat generic 4-star,
like
probably just 8.
like a
If it's
lane
got
piece like
subs,
that, and you're like, oh, I'll throw it on this person so maybe they survive one more turn.
yeah,
You do 8.
probably 8, maybe 12 if it rolls well. Depends on the champion, and honestly depends on what I'm trying to do too. But
Okay. Oh, I got
early
my.
on, I wouldn't go past +8.
Give me
Later
one
on,
second,
it's probably more
Bambi. I'm gonna
scale.
mod you. Sorry, I have this whole thing with like, yeah, like
Modding your
I haven't modded all my mods because it's a new channel.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, what were you saying?
Just it really depends on what content you're doing and sometimes how desperate you are to get everything. Like if I've already added a +8 and it's literally a case of like I was this close to making it, I might just throw a little extra silver in it and +12 it because it's actually going to be exactly what I need. But I probably wouldn't preemptively just +12 it like I might with something that has good stats. If that was a 4-star epic with substats of speed, I might just +12 it while I'm throwing it on a random champion just because, it could hit speed a couple times.
Yeah.
Probably not the smartest thing, honestly, to do, but, that's what I'll do sometimes.
Okay, here's a question for you. So at what point, so let's fast forward. I don't know if this is 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 days or whatever, but we fast
Mhm.
forward. Kale 6 stars. He has his masteries, which I guess he's going to get today. Well, guys, if you want to hang around for that, oh, we got 101 viewers. Thank you so much. We did it.
Woohoo.
I just needed you, Bront. I needed star power. People were
There we
complaining
go. Yeah.
my past few streams. They were saying you're lacking star power on the screen. So thank you for bringing it. But I want to say, so we get 6-star Kale. We're gonna have his masteries. We'll start cooking. We'll farm up that stuff. He'll be cooking a little bit, right? Then when do you decide to push other stuff? Or you say nope, time for 6-star Corrado or time to 6-star
I
Alice or
focused I
Wukong.
focused entirely on getting 6 stars, and just in the competition, I was among the top 10 and getting my first 6-star. I was in the top
So you
5
guys
for getting my
track
second
everything like
6-star.
that? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they were actually tracking it for a while.
I'm gonna lose.
And then, right now I'm in the top 8. I think I was the 8th person to get my 6th 6-star. And I'm literally 28 days in as of like this second, actually. So,
So when did you get your second 6-star? This is a disaster.
day 4, I think, maybe day 5.
Okay. You got your
So I had my
second?
first 6-star. I had my first 6-star less than 48 hours in
Okay.
because it was
Well,
that important.
I am only just over 48 hours in. Not that I'm about to get one, but just for perspective. Someone was trying to roast me in the chat like I've been playing so much.
Again, I probably focused a little more than you have on some of this stuff too, because
Totally.
I had the time and it was the only thing I was doing at the time. So you're
Basically,
still
I'm
running a
always of
second
the opinion,
channel.
and this is going on right now in the chat. I don't know if you know, I'm hosting a free to play challenge for Watch of Realms. It's called
Mhm.
Free to Play, where you get to pick 3 legendaries and that's it. Um, and I'm going pretty slow, and people are surprised that I'm going slow. And I'm like, if I'm under the stamina cap and I'm not mindlessly using my energy and stuff in the wrong places, and I'm not missing out on things. Oh shoot, this is because when I farmed this last time, I just used Sister Militant. Okay, this is an L. Well, that's a mistake. But if you don't make mistakes, and as long as you're not, over stamina, so just you're just still on pace. That's what I did. We did an epic challenge over the summer, which I actually won, which is a little cringy, winning your own challenge. But yeah, I approached it the same way. I went a little harder, but basically, as long as I'm at like efficiency, I feel like I'm not losing ground.
Hey,
You
take a look at the campaign rewards quickly before you hop in there. So pack out, back out, perfect. So get yourself 30 stars, and that gets you all the
Okay.
gems you need to get Kale's Masteries. So perfect.
Yeah, good shout. Clan boss the second focus. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
here's
that's the
a
thing I think you'll notice too. Once you get Kale's Masteries, they help so much. Everything from just the 5% increase in crit rate and a little bit of extra crit damage, plus a little accuracy. But things like Sniper help a ton because he's
I'm
what,
looking
50% chance to crit
forward.
poisons?
Yeah, no, I was just saying I'm looking forward to having my memory jogged about the Masters because that was something I put a lot of time and thought into. So I'm sure somewhere in my head I still remember all of it, but right now it's I
Mhm.
remember War Master basically.
Yeah. Sniper is the one that basically it gives you an extra 5% chance to land your debuffs. And
Okay,
since
and
he has
that's
debuffs that aren't
and
100%,
I
that's
was
huge.
and that's yeah, exactly. And also huge for someone like Uugo as I think we discussed at one point, right? Cuz she gets up to 95 and that makes up the difference.
No, that was Stag Knight we were talking about. Stag Knight was the 95,
No, I think
but it does help when Uugo.
Ugo's block buffs as well, I think.
Well, that's right. Some of her stuff is based on how many people you have in the
Exactly. I think it's
enemies. That
75% and then yeah.
that can help with that
Well,
too. And
actually, I
then,
guess you're right.
but her A1,
If it was PvE content, there's 5 enemies, then it would be 100.
yeah, her leech is also a 100% or not 100% at all.
It's
So
like
the extra 5% of
35 or
leech.
something. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
So
I
not that
wish
it's ever
Corrado could do
reliable.
the Wukong thing, you know? Psh. So okay, let's talk through it again. So on your free to play challenge that you're doing right now, and in general your philosophy. So we're gonna make Kale 6 star. Then
Mhm.
what is the next thing we do? So not counting your base 5 stars, right? Because obviously
Yeah.
they're already 5 star. When do you make your
So
next 5 star? Not counting fodder. Do I 5 star Uugo or do I 5 star Tagoar or Rector Drath? Or do you already know it's now time for a second 6 star already?
Well, time for a second 6 star is probably the smart move, but I honestly think that with a 6 star, you have enough of a carry to at least then finish making the rest of your champions 5 stars for your clan boss team.
And
So that is
you
where
like that?
probably Ugo and Tagore probably become 5 stars because they're probably the two that are going to stay in your clan boss team for a while.
Not Rector Drath. Because of the
Rector
deep I
is
was thinking
Rector's
because
a
of the
better
attack
healer,
break.
but and it does have decreased attack, which could be nice. But Tagore's got the increased speed, and speed kills in this. 30% extra speed is huge, assuming you get speed boots on all of your champions. And that I think is kind of the other
And
thing
then
that where
what?
you're
So that my response is why not leave Ugo at home? Like I know the defense break is nice, but if we're relying on poisons and we're already getting weakened from Corrado, you know what I'm saying?
the reason I don't like to leave her at home is she also has a heal and a cleanse.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. The problem with the cleanse is when she gets stunned, then I can't take advantage. But I guess I could just get a touch of resistance or speed tune it better or whatever it needs
Well,
to
you
be.
can't resist the stun actually. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
but yeah, you cannot
Oh,
resist
look,
the
look,
stun,
look, look. We can
unfortunately.
do it. We can do it, man. Boom.
Awesome. There we
Okay.
go. Got
Shall
your
we?
gems, get those masteries.
You should have Demithia from referrals by now. Uh, you mean this chick? No, I don't. I need this referral account. I don't think he started yet. I sent him the link. Let's.
Demarja, not Demitha. So
Yeah.
Marja's pretty good. It's not pretty good. She's usable for your where you're at right now. She's good. Other than you've got Tagore, who's better, and you'll have Rector Drath, who's better. So
Okay.
I think she's usable.
Sounds like she's not usable. Well, like big picture, she's usable, but for me in the early game right now, probably not. If I already have.
No, basically what you'll do is you'll probably level her up slightly, throw some gear on her for faction wars, and not touch her for a while. So
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. Okay, so let's bring in the cat herder. Boom. So these are what you have right now. Let me see how much I remember. This is crit rate. This is accuracy. That's easy. That's War Master. This is kill streak. Am I right?
um, I think so. Yeah,
This one I don't remember. Maybe does this give you a little
that's
crit
the crit
damage?
damage.
Crit damage. This gives you a little life steal.
Yep, it's life drinker.
I don't remember the rest. This is the sniper, right?
Yep.
And this is like a chance to refresh something, maybe.
That's the cycle of magic, which is the one right below sniper.
Okay, so you guys voted, you guys decided, everyone said we got to buy masteries, so let's do it. And actually, I don't have any masteries on him, so we're gonna get our full money's worth. You know,
There you
none
go.
of them landed on him, so Mamma Mia, we got a spicy meatball. Boom, can't turn
Don't
back
buy that
now.
one though.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to buy
Okay.
the things. Okay, so we do deadly precision. This is plus 5% crit. Then we do keen strike. This is crit
Yep.
damage.
And
We're
it,
gonna
yeah,
do
not
this
single
one,
out.
life
That one
drinker.
definitely.
Yeah. Don't make mistakes, guys. You only get one free reset. Then
Yeah,
we're gonna get
the only one I would think about, Whirlwind of Death is good because that gives him extra speed when he kills people. And since you want to campaign farming, you want to speed him up.
So you want this?
Yeah, you definitely want Whirlwind of Death. I think that's one of the ones I've
Then
got
we got
there.
Wrath of the Slain for your dead allies. So if you're going with food and they can kill them, that's a good one.
Exactly.
Just taking a peek. Okay, so let's
The only
snag
the only
snag
yeah,
this.
the only ones that are debatable, and this is good. That's a good one because most targets are going to have more HP than him when he's
Okay.
farming because generally you have less
If,
HP than
yeah,
your
well,
enemies.
just tell me what the debatable thing is quickly before I jump in.
The top the two on the outside edge of the second row on offense.
These,
So that's
these.
the one I took, which is he does more damage when he's below 50% HP. The other one is an option is he does more damage when he's got full HP, which is the other side of it, not that one
Oh, here, yeah.
over
Heart of
there.
Glory. Yeah,
They're
interesting. So
both
what's your thinking?
they're both useful. I chose the I don't have lifesteal on mine, so I chose the less than 50% HP bonus damage, figuring he might take a little bit of hits occasionally and not be always be full HP. Whereas if you think he's going to be able to clear without ever taking a hit, he'll do more damage with Heart of Glory.
Do you were you correct in your assessment that without lifesteal he is under 50 and it did pay off?
That's kind of hit or miss. The
Well,
difference is
I
that
think Heart of Glory it is then, right?
yeah, um, yeah. For campaign farming, Heart of Glory is definitely better. For wave clear in dungeons, he's regularly below 50% enough where I get something out of it. But again, I don't have him in lifesteal, so it's one of these cases where I don't think you can go with a wrong one. But if you're going to keep him in lifesteal, I think I'd probably go with the max HP because he'll get max HP more often than not.
All right, Heart of Glory it is. H Dubs is saying there's also an argument for Cycle of Violence over Bring It Down. I think this is too RNG for my taste.
Yeah, I mean that it's good, but it's only going to happen 30% of the time, whereas the other one is always doing just a bit more damage, which is nice. And actually, it can make a huge difference on clan boss actually, because the clan boss is less than 40%
Does
on
this
all the triggers.
register if you let's say you did a big hit AoE, it only counts one of the hits, you're saying?
As long as any one of them does the triggers,
But
it
what if
doesn't count all of them, so it doesn't trigger on all of them, so you don't get
okay.
four attacks with it.
You don't get four shots at the 30%.
No,
There's chat says no, it counts all. Is that true?
it's only occurs once per turn, so it has the chance to do it only happens
It
once per turn.
reads like the way you're saying it. It triggers once. Oh no, but there. So you're all kind of right. So if it can only happen once, right? So it counts and it counts them all until it happens. So that actually is a good shout.
Yeah,
So you,
and this is one of these things where sometimes it'd be nice if they actually confirmed if it worked that way or not. It's so vague enough where I could see either way. But yeah,
okay.
Cycle of Violence is not bad. Um,
Forget it. We
I
didn't pick it. Who cares?
well, here's the other thing too. For a campaign farmer where you want absolute 100% consistency, go for the more consistent one.
Yeah, RNG's for people in arena. Okay, so these two increase damage inflicted
Yeah.
by this champ's default. This feels like a no-brainer, right? Especially for
Yep.
clan boss.
And the other one next to it, the kill streak is just easy extra damage.
Yeah, okay, like it. And then this is War Master, which we can't do
Yep.
because we need to be 6 stars, I presume. Okay, so pinpoint for sure. This is plus 10
Yep.
accuracy. Now, this guy I do remember, charge focus, increase accuracy when he has no skills on cooldown. That's pretty cool, especially like for that quad hitter, right? In clan boss.
Well, it's a combination of that and the other ones aren't great.
Oh,
Um,
yeah, they're yeah.
Storm, yeah. Shield
This is
Breaker makes no
useless.
sense. He doesn't
Yeah.
cast a shield. That could be okay for a little extra healing, but he's got
Ah,
lifesteal
forget
healing
it.
now.
Forget it. No, I don't think that's okay. This one's
You know,
great. This one's great against mobs, right?
yeah. Before you select on that one, though, well,
Oh,
that's fine. The other one to think about is Arcane Celerity because he does throw up a bunch of debuffs, but I didn't go for it because I wanted Cycle of Magic.
yeah. I think it's going to be so hard for me to build accuracy, and assuming we outgrow Kale by the time we have the good gear to get the accuracy
Yeah,
elsewhere, this feels better to me.
yeah. And then on the third
For
row,
anyone
you've got
really fast, sorry, just totally newbie stuff, but anyone coming from watch or something in this game, it's the condition to land a debuff or something isn't just the chance to do it. You also need to have a certain amount of accuracy over their resistance to allow for stuff to be not resisted and actually land. It's a whole extra mechanic. Sorry, what were you saying?
yeah. So below then, the one right below it, the book one,
I always take this one.
Laura Steele, very, very good. Not good for you early because you're not getting a lot of stat bonuses from sets right now, particularly because you have them in lifesteal. So this is a good
Yes.
one to get on a lot of champions, but not good right now.
Okay.
Cycle of Magic, random chance to trigger cooldown every time you take a turn. Fine, sounds good.
I think we have the first one. I think I disagree with you on though. Like this one doesn't speak to me at all. Obviously, we need to get to sniper, but this 1 in 20 chance every time just to do that's some weird turn-based game RNG stuff. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, it's one of these things that's the best on the row. You're not getting a lot of extra stats because that the Lore of Steel gives you 15% extra stats off of the stat bonuses from the gear.
Okay.
So if you're not getting any gear bonus stat at all, not like, oh, this gear gives me 60% attack, I'm getting another 5%. It's like if I'm getting 15% bonus attack because I have an offense set on, I get 15% additional of that 15%.
Yeah, it's multiplicative, right? So if it's 50%, now it's 57.5%. You could think of it that way.
Yeah, except for it's never 50%. It's
I'm
10%,
just
it's
trying to
5%.
pick numbers that people,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Yeah, if it's 10%, now
The
it's
other one
11
that
and a half.
the other one that's interesting is the Evil Eye, which is next to the other side of Laura Steel. That gives you a chance to land basically turn meter drop on your A1 the first time you ever hit a champion. But it's only with the A1, which to be fair, you want to use as little as possible as your campaign farmer, which is why I'd rather have his campaign farming skill reset one turn earlier if I get lucky.
Chat's saying instead of sniper, you could take spirit haste as well.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
I
Sniper though for clan boss.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Like like what the chat's saying. Like if you took this one and you took this one, like that's pretty cool for arena maybe. But I think we should be thinking about clan boss, right?
Mhm.
So do
Well, you
we
can't take Evil Eye and Spirit Haste either. So
no,
because you could
yeah,
only
yeah,
take,
sure. Well, I
yeah,
mean, you could have
it is a
left one of
tree.
these at home and you could have gone like boom, 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 right?
Oh yeah,
I feel like I want to go down the line.
it's not bad. I mean, I like the 5% extra chance, particularly for. And here's the thing too: 5% in Clan Boss. If he's fast enough, he will get this to proc at least once
Okay. You're
because
saying,
you'll take at
but
least
then
20 turns.
yeah, but then it's a chance it's a random skill, so it might reset as A2, right?
If well, in Clan Boss, you turn off his A2
Oh, so
because you want his A1 or his
oh
A3.
right, turn off. That wasn't a thing when I played, or it just was
Well, and
introduced.
actually, naturally, he turns off anyway.
Oh
He
really?
turns it off
He doesn't
automatically.
use A2? Okay, well you kind of sold me on that. I don't know. What right, here, answer me this. Are you in the game right now? You have your game open?
I do.
What build do you have on Kale? What sets?
What do I have on him? Let me pull him up. I have two-piece Slayer, one piece or two-piece Perception, and two-piece Pinpoint. So if I had those bonus stats, I would have an extra 1.5% speed, 6 accuracy,
You're
half a
selling
point of
me.
crit rate,
You're kind of selling me on it, to be honest.
you know. But that's what I've got right now. But and I still have him with that reset skill because I find that reset skill to be more important.
Okay.
But again, you're not wrong, and that's the kind of the nice thing about masteries. You're not wrong, so play the way you want to play.
I'm trying to read the chat.
That's assuming a trust chat.
Always trust chat. No, I'm going with my
See,
gut.
my chat sometimes wants to kill me, so
That's because you plugged the Pepsi sponsorship too hard.
that's probably it. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably all Coke fans.
All right, so that's that. So should we move some gear around?
Probably not a bad idea. I do
So
actually
should
have
I
to be
just?
going soon.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, this went way longer.
that's fine. It's been fun. It's definitely it's fun talking with you. It's fun talking the early game, and you get a nice chat. So hi, chat.
Thanks a lot. Really fast. Should I destroy this, or is it okay?
Um,
I guess
that's
it only
actually
costs 10K. Yeah, remove it.
it's only that's the thing. It only costs 10K. It's already rolled up to plus 12, and that'll help a faction wars champ do something.
Yeah, good point. All right, sir. Thank you very
So,
much. Have a beautiful day. Everybody go check out Bront. Links in the description.
awesome. Take care.
Bye bye. Now my gems really so Risen is in chat saying now my gems can go towards the gem mine. I actually have been told I should unlock 2 champion masteries. Are we continuing? Yeah, we'll continue a little bit. We won't go too long. This is not going to be I think my past 2 raid streams were like 4 hours or so. I guess we can check on the channel page. But this will not be 4 hours. Mason agrees second set of mastery. If you can get this sacred, want to log in and pull it? Yeah, we can do that. How strong my Kale is. Well, this is going to help, baby. I think we have to run him like this for now. I know it's really low crit rate, really low speed, but I think we'll be okay. Let's run him like this for now. I want to see how good he is. We probably have to 12 this. We have so much silver. They give you so many freebies now. It's great. Wow, this piece makes me want to curl up and die. Jeez Louise. Do we have something else maybe? Speed at least. But then I have to pay to take it off. Yeah, not really gonna happen. 640 versus 800. Second lot of masteries, then the gem mine, then the sparring pit. Yeah, that works. You get a bunch of gems in the third and fourth part. Okay. Okay, let's actually that's a good transition because if I'm not mistaken, reset is in 3 hours for my oh no, clan actually I am mistaken because this reset for the game is in 3 hours. Clan boss is on a 10-hour delay for some stupid ass reason. Why is it not synced? It literally makes no sense to me. Why is this glowing? Oh, my chest. Let's see, baby. Oh my god. Let's go. A resistance chest piece. I never thought the day would come. Double up. Come on. Not that bad, but not that good either. Okay, so I think Kale's better. Let's try. Let's see. Can he farm this stuff by himself? That's what I want to find out. Is there legendary raid ups? They do it. They don't like call it banners, but they do have raid up kind of things. It's actually a tough chapter for Kale. A lot of red boys here. A lot of reddies. Yeah, but I think the big thing that also in this game, there's nothing like yes, stuff happens on the weekends, but that freaking portal's glowing every second right now. They stagger clan boss rewards to a 1 hour window. Oh, our first 5-star drop. HP, kind of gross actually. It's actually very gross. It wasn't glowing one. Every day I've been playing, it's been glowing, and I started in like the middle of the week, so it makes no sense. Looks like he's holding his own for sure. You love to see it. Are void legendaries worth pulling for? What is that? I mean, void. A lot of the best, very very best tiers in the game are the void legendaries. I don't know who. So many of the top guys are those. I don't know who are the super meta ones now. I could go through and say who I remember and stuff if you wanted. Another 5-star piece with dude, awesome, man. You gotta love that. He's doing it though. He's really doing it. Also, I should add more food. I realized. What am I doing? Sifi's still a queen. Yeah, Sifi was definitely the queen when I played. Believe it or not, I never got her. Sad days. Sad days. Actually, very sad days. Some of the saddest. All right. Let's add more food now that we know we can do this. Um, she's a fusion girl. Is she? Is she a fusion girl? No. Yes. Kale's kind of cooking. We're all in on Kale. Very basic. Very, very basic of us. Some people are saying incredibly basic. 2.5 years to get Sifi. That doesn't even sound that bad. Sounds like you got lucky still to get her. Quick friendly reminder to like the stream. I know you guys are sad that Bront is gone, but that's no reason not to like the stream. You can see the swirl. Even when I'm in that menu, I can see it. Is that true? Yeah. Kale's kind of cooking. I think my plan to go to not farm hard 12-3 is going to pay off. Does anyone know, or could anyone test for me, what's the XP gained difference between 12-3 brutal, as 12-3 hard, and 8-4 brutal? Could someone check that for me? They definitely continually come out with new heroes. They're trying to make cash. They're in the cash business, the cold, stinky, stinky, hard cash business. They say the colder, the stinkier, the harder, the better. All right. No. All right. Well, maybe we'll 3-star it at least. Stop that. 8-4 hard. No, the opposite. 8-4 brutal versus 12-3 hard. 8-4 brutal versus 12-3 hard. I like my cash like I like my cheese. Yeah. I actually feel the same way as you. You can like ascend gear so they get extra stats, and you also have something called relics which gives extra stats, and you have these 9-piece sets and each piece gives extra stats. On blessings apparently too. Why is my Corrado so slow? Everyone's faster than my Corrado. He must have zero additional speed on him. Many people are saying he has 0 speed. Quite frankly, a negligible amount. Actually, quite sad. What the heck? Sorry, I'm trying to play 2 games at once because my stamina's maxed. 8-4 is 14,400. 12-3 is 11,800. So I'm gonna end up being right. How many days are we in? This is day 3, baby. You can see it right there on the thumbnail. Everyone's favorite day. Say it with me. Day 3. What is this? Stop that. All right. Are we cooking? It seems like we're cooking and I don't even have to pay attention. Oh, lost out on energy per XP. Well, that's sad, actually. We hate losing out. You hate to see it. You really do. It's okay. It feels like so early game. Like I feel like not settled in at all. It's just oh, I can take this out and we can put the music on. That's probably why everyone's leaving, because the music was off. It just feels weird because I don't feel settled into the game at all. I haven't started a new account in 4 years. Can you DM that to me, Murder Man? The music's probably way too loud. Sorry. Yes, but I haven't really touched a lot of the changes because I'm so aggressively early game. I'll tell you one thing that hasn't changed: the graphics, and that's something that they could really stand to change. This is my favorite though. Mashald was my favorite legendary hero on my account. You don't need chickens. It's exactly the same thing as Watcher. In Watcher, you can use psychic powers or you can use fodder heroes. In this game, you can use chickens or you can use fodder heroes. When you hear people like creators say chickens, they just call their fodder heroes chickens. It's so apparent. It's crazy. I know graphics aren't everything, but for how much money this company has and how long the game has been out and been successful, like, how does Mashald look like this? It's crazy. I don't remember all my teams. Definitely Mashald was on was on my arena team, was on my clan boss team. Oh my god, you suck, Corrado. Jeez. They updated Death Knight. Oh yeah, he looks great. If every character looked like this, you'd have a much better game on your hands. This isn't very helpful, to be honest. Is this showing the number of runs? Is that what this is? Must be. Where are all the stages? I'm only seeing 12-3 everywhere. I thought he had other stages. Like, I want to see chapter 8. All right, well, anyway, let's go to... Why doesn't it just tell me the amount of XP it is? This is just like quantity of runs, right? I hate this chair. Dum. Corrado definitely slaps. That A3 hits so hard. Corrado definitely in many ways slaps. Cold Heart, dead. I already did summons. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. So we look here, hard 12-3 is 11-8. And then 8-4 is 14-4. How much energy does this take? Is it 8? 6 versus 8. It's 19-8-1. And then it's 18. So it is still slightly better, but with the benefit of being able to get the gear we want, I think it's the right call. Assuming he can do it. Big assumption. Kind of a major assumption, actually. Someone got Herndig. I used to love Herndig. Level 28. Dang, son. If Doctor Who keeps up, we'll be able to pull one more void before the stream's over. So I might... No, I'll have to call the arbiter. I was just saying, maybe I could run out of energy today. But yeah, probably not. That'll feel good, though, once we're, like, at energy and we just have to push. How long does it take you guys to run out of energy? Not just get under the cap, but run out everywhere. Leveling up for more energy? Oh, okay. Oh, no. I hope she's okay. No, I meant how long into the game till you're, like, completely tapped out. That's what I meant. He's being fed in bed. It's a good husband right there. Feed your woman, bro. Feed her. Maneater. Is Maneater still like the ultimate cheese? Well, that's gonna ruin this whole stage for me. I think I had Demitha back in the day. Is she a block damage hero? No. Is she a fusion? Did I get her? I think I got her from a fusion. Does that sound right? I think she was. I can check. When I checked before, it did not. I actually have a video on how to use referral links today, so if you need to watch that, that's what I should have posted before this stream. Man, I'm so tired though. I'm gonna release all my stuff today, but it's all gonna be late, so buckle up, I guess. It went through, baby. Oh, we got a new hero. Should we summon her? Our first ever summon? What do you guys think? Jamarsa, come on, baby, Jamarsa, show me Jamarsa. Oh yeah. Attacks one enemy, 30% chance of placing a sleep. If Chronom is on the team and the sleep was resisted or blocked, it places an unblockable decreased speed. Heals target by 30% of their max HP. Fills turn meter by 30%. This move kind of sucks. Single target. What's Berserker's Delight? That's pretty nice revive. So this is a nice way to get an early game revive. This is kind of funky. This is kind of a funky skill. 20% is kind of low, though, for just a one-turn cooldown, but a one-turn reduction. She's okay. I see she seems fine for this role. We're not building her. Chronom's skill? Okay. Yeah, is there any chance I can get the fusion? I think there's no chance, right? She's not good. This Shatterbones, am I remembering that right? Regen gear. Someone asked me why I was using Corrado, because he slaps so freaking hard. That's why. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be honest. You guys can tell me if you disagree with this. I still have to film another video, and then I filmed 2 videos for Raid last night. One Mitchell's editing, the other one I will edit and post. I gotta film a video, edit 2 videos, post 3 videos. So that's 3 thumbnails, and play these games, and probably have to stream Watcher tonight. I'm thinking, in spite of all of that, I'm gonna have like a lot of Mexican food for lunch and fall asleep. Does that sound like a bad idea? What do we think? For the future? Okay, yeah, that's a good idea for the future. Not the Mexican food. That's a good idea for like 30 minutes from now, but what Risen said is a good idea for the future. Hey guys, we're 1 like away from 69. Don't F this up for me. Well, Mexican food's not a bad idea if falling asleep isn't a problem, but boy, does that stuff put me... Mexican food and Chinese food put me to sleep like it's nothing. But I'm running out of gas. It's been a long week. No, 68. Ah, 69. There it is. Thank you. Nice, Kale. Nice. Kale-orama, baby. Oh, I hate Maneater. He sucks so much. Oh, I hate this guy. What a jerk. What a total dick. Actually, a good idea. You should have mentioned that earlier. We can bring him now, though. Wukong needs gear, though. So that's why I've been using Corrado, not Wukong. Not that the gear's exactly the same, but Corrado just hits harder. Yeah, that's clutch. Seal that counterattack, baby. Kale's gonna die. Oh, hold on, my man. Hold on. God dang. Stop. You're bullying me. Thanassel used to be pretty good. Is he good? Should we do speed boots? I thought you guys said Nightmare 6-6, not Brutal 6-6. For speed boots. So yeah, but I thought we wanted 6-star. I remember when Vergis sucked and then they buffed him. Vergis was so bad back in the day. Should I even be farming? I don't even have that much energy. Yeah, of course I'll do it. I was gonna do it when I had Kale 6 stars, yeah. I'm sticking to the plan, okay? The plan is we're gonna get gloves and boots from 8.4 and 8.6 respectively. And then see how far we can make it, and then farm with Kale until we can make Kale 6 stars, and then hopefully be at 12.3. That's the plan. Yeah, and what I'm saying, Risen, is that can be done at 6 Nightmare, I think. Should bring Corrado. We're gonna get him pretty strong. No, the plan's gonna work, I think. Plan's definitely gonna work, actually, without a doubt. Is that true? 6-6 is that hard? Sorry, Stadt Adler. That's frustrating. All right, moment of truth. Can he even do it? Well, first let's beat it. Well, we just got here. Now we're going to see if he can farm. Yeah, I don't know about all that. Yeah, well, my Factor sponsorship is done, but yes, they need to go. They need to get on that Factor for sure. Look at this guy. Could he look more like an uncommon? The other referral accounts are Doctor Who and Flow River. All right, let's see. A little more. A little more. Nice. Hey. The monkey, maybe it's just the gear, but oh my god, he is not hitting at all. Or maybe Karados hits that hard. No! Oh my god! We got to get Wukong out of here. Torture Helm, right? No, it's not. Off-brand Torture Helm. Torture Helm's a Rosin hero. Tough look for Seer. No buffs up. Tough look. Tough look for Seer. You got sheeped, bitch. You got sheeped. Actually pretty embarrassing. Oh, wow. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. So brutal. Made you my war bitch. Doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Stop it. Stop. You're literally bullying him. Oh, this jerk. I need to bring Wukong for this stage. Unless we get the kill. No, we didn't. Frick. Now they go for him. Great. What's up, Hoggus? We're getting to the end here. Too many blues. We don't need to spam anything. Download the game if you want. Link in the description. There you go. It's fine. Oh, more Skull Crushers? Okay, if I fail, I'm bringing Wukong. What do you want to do? What? Do they have a lunch special at Sukihana? I mean, you could call and ask. Yeah, but Tagoar's really not built at all. Oh no! Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yes, we got it. This is Torture Helm. I lost my buffs. I didn't know they did that. These guys got so tanky all of a sudden. Tagoar's toast. More like toast score. Okay, I mean, that worked out kind of nice. 2 of them, that's pretty good. We're going to win somehow. All right, we made it. Chapter 8, just like Bront told us. I'll make a clan next week. Oh, get out of here. What? No, it's the reason I want to do it next week is because I don't want to populate it with people that might stop playing. Tanky none. I actually think this is going to backfire on us because these guys are all red. That's Outlaw Monk. Oh, this is rough. They're all red. Uh-oh. Oh, right when he was going to go to. No! Twice I've knocked over my water. Can you even believe that? Can you even wrap your head around that? The water bottle I put next to my foot on the floor, I keep kicking over by accident. I mean, if we, it might be far too expensive, but if we could put Corrado in the lifesteal, we'd be able to do it. If we could just swap the gear from Corrado to Kale to Corrado. Now, what's preset gear? Is that like gear plans? Like saved loadouts? Is that? Then you pay like $1 million each time? Somehow we got the 3-star. But you have to pay every time, right? Alright, moment of truth. Alright, at least there's one greenie. Guy gets so many extra turns. Well, I mean, all the commons and uncommons are very easy to get. So, yeah, we need the boots. That's what I wanted to farm here, but so yeah, maybe we have to do 6/6 first. All right, we're gonna call it there, guys. We're gonna do one. We'll do the clan boss for the Arbiter mission. Then I think we're gonna call it. Thank you very much, Royale with cheese. So Geomancer's still broken then? It looks like. I was so sure they were gonna patch him, and it looks like they never did. Thank you, Earl. It's red again, by the way, guys. 2 days in a row, I had to get the red clan boss. Such hokey bullshit. White King Narcisse? I don't know who she is, but wow, that's incredible. Your first try, you got a legendary? I don't know. Someone in chat can help you, I'm sure. I don't know who that is. Sounds good, though. Chat, can you help him out? Top tier? Super OP? Dude, you just pulled someone top tier, super OP. He's after my time. I've never heard of him, but one of the best nukers in the game. There you go, buddy. GG. He's insane. Not a bad day at the office. Definitely doing better than yesterday. Can we get the one key? Haven't landed the leech once. Not even once. One poison. Oh my god. Weekend resisted. Does his resistance go up as the battle goes on? That's not something I remember, but I feel like I can't land debuffs anymore. There we go. Still no weaken. Jeez Louise. We might get it. We actually might get it. Leech, finally. And now she gets stunned. Is it random who they stun? No, it isn't, right? Why did he stun Uugo? That's who I didn't want to be stunned. One poison again. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Oh no. What? He just went God mode? What? Frick, weak hit. That sucks. Oh my god, another weak hit. I hate this. Why can't it be void? This is such BS. Oh, I'm gonna get toasted. Oh no. I don't find this like to be a cool thing. Why do I have to keep getting forced? My first 2 days playing this game, I get forced both times. Why is that a thing? I'm just gonna miss it, I think. I need to get 1.15. Yep. Okay, more poison. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay, we got it. We got it. Do I have to be geared to quick battle? How does that work? All right, this is a good place to stop. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Fastidious. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you to Bronk Catter for all the help. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.